Let's clear up payments on account. If you're self-employed or a landlord and your last self-assessment bill was over £1,000, you'll probably need to make advance payments. HMRC collects tax in advance so you don't face one big bill later. Here's how it works. Imagine your 2024-25 tax is £2,000. When you file by the 31st of January 2026, you'll pay that £2,000 plus two advance payments for 2025-26, one in January, one in July, each half of last year's bill. These payments go towards next year's tax. Using our example, if you have £2,000 already held with HMRC, that amount acts as a deposit or payment on account. Let's say your next tax bill comes to £3,000. Since you already have a £2,000 deposit, you'll only need to pay £1,000 to settle that year's tax in full. However, you'll then need to make two new advance payments, deposits, towards the following tax year. £1,500 each, one due in January and the other in July. So, in this example, you're paying only £1,000 toward your £3,000 tax bill because £2,000 was already covered. But you're also starting to build up deposits for the next year. If your tax bill is lower, say £1,500, and you already have a £2,000 deposit, you can request a refund of £500. However, remember that you'll still have to make advance payments for the next tax year. That means two payments of £750 each, £1,500 total. You could simply leave the £500 with HMRC and pay another £250 to make up the first £750 installment. If you stop being self-employed and HMRC still asks for advance payments, you can request to reduce them to zero since your circumstances have changed. Also, if you submit your tax return early, before the second payment on account, due the 31st of July, and your actual tax bill is lower than expected, you'll only need to pay the difference. When you file your next return, HMRC checks the actual amount. Overpaid, you'll get a refund. Underpaid, you pay the balance. Expecting lower income? You can ask to reduce payments on account, but reduce too much and you may owe interest. So next time HMRC asks for extra, don't worry, it's not double taxation. It's just paying next year's tax in advance.